Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com, and I'm also the author of Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is published by Llewellyn and will be hitting the shelves this year, this October. I'm so excited about it. It's already available for pre-order, so if you haven't gotten your copy, get on that. This is going to be video 2 of my monthly Tarotscopes for March 2020. And the first sign we're going to go over in this video 2 is Cancer. And then we're going to go over Leo and Virgo as well. So if you're a Cancer or you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, this is going to be the message that's for you this month. So we're just going to get a 3-card reading and see what's happening for Cancer. All right, the Star reversed, Death. Ooh. And the Five of Wands. Okay, so number one, there's 2 major arcana cards going on here which are pretty important, and this is saying that there's a big inner shift that's going to be going on for you this month. The Star reversed, upright, the Star is a very spiritual card. It's all about connecting and transcending and kind of being above it all, and really getting back in touch with your sense of hope and nourishing yourself. When it comes up reversed, it can indicate that it is so important this month of March for Cancer to focus on practical matters. When the Star is reversed, it can sometimes indicate that you're too much in the upper realms, or too much in your head, or too much in your spirit, and that you need to remember some practicality right now. Star reversed is all about getting grounded, and it's saying it's great to be a spiritual person and put your focus into those artistic and creative and wonderful pursuits, but it's also important that you are grounded in reality. And the Star reverse can also just indicate sometimes being too imaginative, too much in your head of visions of great things and hopes and wishes. But the Star reverse can indicate that it's time to come back to reality a bit. And that leads to the Death card. It's saying that there's major changes happening this next month. And the changes aren't necessarily good, they're not necessarily bad, but they are life transforming. And the old is being moved out of your environment, of your home, and in your energy. And the new is now coming in. Whenever there's an ending or the sun is setting somewhere, it's also rising somewhere else. And you can see that symbol illustrated with the Death figure who's making the endings happen for the life of the people around him. But you're also seeing that sun that's rising over the horizon, which can indicate rebirth or renewal. And some people think it's a setting sun. It really doesn't matter, because wherever the sun is setting, it's rising somewhere else anyway. It's simultaneous. The Death card is indicating that it's time to let go of something, and maybe that Star reversed is giving us a clue as to what it's time to let go of. It could be time to let go of something that's impractical or that is not serving your sense of stability or security. And it might be time to get rid of a hope or a pipe dream or something that you're not seeing evidence for growth or benefit from. And it's time to just get back to reality, get back to your core, and figure out who you are and what you need to do at this time. And then the last card we got for the month of March is the squabbling 5 adolescents on the Five of Wands. And this can indicate that there just could be some external drama that's going on around you and that you do not want to get into it. The immaturity of the figures on the card are illustrated in that the adolescents are trying to prove themselves to one another. And so if you're more like running into somebody who is not completely clear on who they are or what they're able to do, or if you're dealing with an immature individual, the Five of Wands can indicate that it's time to detach from drama. It's time to step out of the rubber band. And when I see the Five of Wands with the Star reversed, the Star also has to do with our important friendships and connections. And when it's reversed, it can also indicate endings happening with some of our friends that maybe aren't growing at the same rate we are, or maybe they're just kind of stuck somewhere. So this card is definitely, or these cards are definitely saying for March, it might be a time where you're socially kind of moving away from people that you're no longer receiving something beneficial from. So that is the sign of Cancer for March. Next, we're going to go into the sign of Leo. So if you're a Leo or you have a lot of Leo in your chart, this is going to be the message for you for the month of March. Number 1, Queen of Swords, powerful. Number 2, Temperance. And number 3, Strength. Oh, how cool is that for Leo? Leo, you've had to really have a tough go at things with that Queen of Swords. She's all about getting things in order, making the tough choices, confronting things, and transforming your energy from feeling victimized by something to feeling victorious. The Queen of Swords wears that butterfly crown, which means she's a master at transformation. And she does her transformation through boundaries, and she also does her transformation by being firm and honest and direct, because that is the quickest way to make people and organizations and things that she's working on work efficiently. The Queen of Swords is also a dispassionate card, which is so not Leo. Leo is very passionate, and the Queen of Swords is a little bit brainy, and she's a little bit cerebral. And so what might be going away for Leo is just a lot of logistical problem solving. So that's number one. In the present for Leo, Temperance is coming up, which is saying there's tremendous healing happening this next month. The angel of Temperance is pouring one full cup of water into one empty cup of water. And that's symbolizing the angel is replenishing something that felt neglected or something that needs to be reinforced. Temperance is always a card of healing and checking in with your body. And in fact, that element of water features really prominently on it, so the water could be really healing for you. Spending time by a river or a lake or an ocean, or even just drinking more water can really benefit you this next month. Also, the angel of Temperance is balancing. He's got one foot in the water and one foot on the dry earth, which is saying that for Leo this next month, it's a balancing act between the practical concerns and then also some of the emotional things that are happening as well. And then finally, for March, we got a quintessential Leo card, which is strength. There's the lion, there's the woman who represents your higher self, and she is taming the lion. And the lion is a symbol for the stuff that feels out of control in your life. And you can see the woman on the strength card is gently taming the lion, she's gently closing the jaws, and she's reining in the things that felt out of control. She's taking a much more gentle approach than maybe the Queen of Swords would. And so I see the energy shifting from a tense, really focused, really direct energy to more of this balanced, more of this self-care, and more of these gentle self-corrections for this next month of March for Leo. And finally, we're going to go into our last sign here for video 2, which is Virgo. So if you're a Virgo or you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, this is going to be your message. All right, card number 1. Queen of Pentacles, very Virgo-y card. Number 2, 7 of Cups. And number 3, 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is a card of patience, and she is in her garden. She's focused on her coin, and you can see that the garden is not 100% in full bloom. However, the Queen of Pentacles is okay with this. She's grounded, she's seated in her garden, she's just focusing on what's manifesting, and she's letting things bloom in their proper time. And this is all despite the nervous energy of the rabbit in the corner of the card. And Virgos are known for being problem solvers and analyzers and thinkers, and they can sometimes get a little bit jittery if something feels like it's not making sense or it's not totally under control. And the Queen of Pentacles is saying, don't listen to the rabbit. Just let that rabbit go on in your garden. Let him chatter away in the background. Place your attention on what you're manifesting at this time. There's a lot of imagination going on this next month for Virgo. Some of it good, some of it not so good. The 7 of Cups has to do with hopes and fears. And in fact, it's a card of illusion. And it says that you can waste a lot of time if you're too stuck in the realm of illusion, either wishing or hoping for something to get better, or dreading or fearing something is going to go terribly without any evidence to back it up. That Queen of Pentacles is saying it is important to stay grounded this next month, Virgo, so do not get too much in the clouds and in your head. That 7 of Cups can be helpful when you're getting creative or you're coming up with a vision, but that Queen of Pentacles says that once you do have that vision, you need some practical action to make it happen. And then we got that 2 of Swords reversed, which is traditionally a card of being in between, but when it is reversed, it can sometimes indicate a discomfort with being in limbo and a need to step out of limbo. So the 2 of Swords reversed can indicate for Virgo that this next month, it's time to get your head out of the clouds and get into a practical action plan, something that you're actually going to see some practical results from. And so this is important not to be too much in your head, too much in your fear, but really to get grounded and to get realistic and make your wonderful Virgo lists and check them off and get everything in order. But I think that it is time to step out of that sense of being in between and instead fully commit yourself to the present and what you are manifesting. Don't let your fears derail what it is you're trying to accomplish. Okay, and that is the end of video 2. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can always visit me at elliotoracle.com and schedule a personal tarot session with me there. You will love it. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful March, and I hope that it is safe and happy. So take care.